The playoffs roll on. It's Game 3 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team taking on the Chicago Bulls. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at your former team, the Bulls, coming into play. They lead this 5-game series 2 games to none. And now they'll have 3 shots in trying to advance.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. The Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Middleton. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Oh, he had it. All by himself, creates his own shot there.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Giannis for 2 and scores. Nice move, Jay.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
To Bledsoe. Great pass to set it up. Middleton's shot, no good.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. And Chris Middleton on his own island hits it from 3.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Giannis with it up top. Right now, down 7. To Bledsoe. Middleton. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Greek Freak for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Trying to cash in. Bledsoe shot off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here.
Giannis in control of the basketball. 9-point margin. Screen coming. Giannis Antetokounmpo won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs are...
Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get $1 million plus next day.
To Middleton. No, I missed a short one there. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Oh, he can't connect. Bucks at the controls. George Hill to Lopez. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
You see this all the time. The players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
To connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a heavy. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Markkanen. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton. 3 for 6 now.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Hill across the timeline. Down a bundle. To Middleton. Here comes the screen. Middleton. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Hill into the front court. He'll run the offense. Great feed. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Hill to Middleton. Thaddeus Hill.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Middleton. 4-3. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good as they add on to this big early lead. Bucks basketball. Passed it off. Thaddeus Young able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Hill across the timeline. His guys down big. Fires the three. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
That's the end of one here in game number 3. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Chicago ball. To Young. Levine. Surveys the floor. Can't connect from in close. Has a chance. Mirotic with a shot that won't go down.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
George Hill to Gasol. And now stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Middleton. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second. Done. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Middleton with the slam.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Nice at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Middleton off the mark. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Stuffs it down with authority. This has become a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Middleton missed it. To Chris Dunn. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. From the painted area, won't go down. Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Hill to Lopez. Brook Lopez. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bledsoe to Middleton. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Chicago basketball. Stuffs it down with the 30.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
George Hill to Middleton. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Deep right corner. Has a look. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one. Chicago possession. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Middleton buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Shoot it!
To Young. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys can hold for the final shot. Off the assist.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination. Finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
It's good and 1.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Eric Bledsoe. 2 now. Late heave to beat the buzzer. So the 2 teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bulls absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Wesley Matthews pins it.
Just in that swat.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. They'll get it down low to Lopez. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Bledsoe with it up top. Down a bundle to Middleton. Another follow. No good. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Adetokunbo to Matthews. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Bucks at the controls. Screen coming. Adetokunbo to Middleton. He gets it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Young. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
Man, I've seen this kid play with some grown men prior to making it to the league. As my old friend would say, same pan, same grease.
Thaddeus Young swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Giannis with it up top. His guys down big to Middleton. Adetokunbo. Middleton. Off the mark.
Make that, baby. Gotta make that.
Count the bucket for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that look, create.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Giannis Adetokunbo. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Jumper's good.
Much to dribble to there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Milwaukee with the basketball to Bledsoe. Adetokunbo. And Young able to the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Markkanen from long range. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Slams it down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Middleton, beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Flushes it home.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Hill to Adetokunbo. Can't connect from in close. And he finishes at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Giannis for two. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now 4 for 9.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
And throws it down.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Here comes the screen. Giannis shoots. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. George Hill to Adetokunbo. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Bulls with the rock. Stuffs it down with authority.
Huh, what a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Time to shuffle things up. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Wendell Carter. Easy pass to the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture in the paint.
Here we go. Here we go.
Adetokunbo, open look. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
The Bucks at the controls. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Trying to cash in. Middleton off the mark. That ends the third quarter. Nice cushion for the Bulls. The Bucks to inbound. To Middleton. Wide open look, won't go. And the basket good at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Middleton for 3. Can't connect.
I got it.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Firsthand, watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Bucks at the controls. George Hill, deep left corner. Middleton gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Got toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Hill to Matthews. Middleton. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never be...
Inside the paint on that one.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Gets it in the right corner. Markkanen. The drive, right, stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Chris Middleton at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Bulls with it. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
I got him. Here we go.
George Hill to Matthews. Nice pass to set us up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot's working like that, you got it any way you want.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And counted at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lauri Markkanen. Footer at the buzzer. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up. Long heave from three-quarters court. The Bulls take this one. They're moving on. Next stop, the Eastern Conference Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com.
The Bucks. We're hoping for a different postseason future, but now it's about what-ifs of the past. The reality of the offseason is now upon them. The Bucks got their point scoring from these guys on screen.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.